This lesson will show you how to create categories that can label your clips as favourites or show them as rejected when you filter them in your browser selection. You'll see about keyword collections that will allow you to refer back to clips with common features. You'll also look at smart folders and how these can categorize clips by multiple selections. Both favourites and keyword collections are ways of categorizing clips. They're ways of storing portions of your clips or the whole clip and putting them into separate categories so that you can refer back to them later. You may see these two clips here are related to launching the yacht, and there's another one here for launching the yacht. So we could make keyword collections of those and call them launching, or we could simply say we will call anything that's launching, we'll call that our favourite clip. Now, generally speaking, both favourites and keyword collections are ways of categorising clips. They're ways of storing portions of your clips or the whole clip. Favourites are used for the footage that you want to edit into your timeline later, so that when you go and view those favourites, those are the items that you want to edit into your timeline. Where keywords generally are ways of storing clips. When you create a keyword for a portion of a clip or for a whole clip, and you'll see this one here, this portion of this clip, which shows as blue, is a keyword, and all of this clip is a keyword. And if we look at this one in here, you can see that it's green, and that one is the favourite. So a favourite has been created for that portion of the clip, from the beginning yellow there to the yellow here. So let's look initially at how to create favourites. We have these three launching clips here, and so we can simply select these clips, and with the command key select this clip, and with the command key select this clip. And we can simply make those three clips into a favourite by simply pressing the F key. And you'll see that a green line appears through all of those clips. Now if we pop up here to this filter, and it's currently filtering at all clips, if we just select favourites only, then only those three clips and the portion of the previous one that we made a favourite is showing. Now, should we not want this to be our favourite clip, we can click on that, and pressing the U key will remove the favourite rating, so that the category favourite is now only on those three launching clips and not on the one where only a portion of the clip was showing. If we come back to our filtering here and now filter all clips, we can see that that one there, which had a favourite line through it, has now been removed. Tied in with favourites, you can reject clips. Now, to reject a clip will simply say that you can hide it. It's not like trashing a clip, but we might say that this one here we don't, in this particular situation, want to use. So we can select that clip by clicking on it and simply pressing the delete key, and you'll see a red line goes through it. Now, because we're filtered and showing all clips, then that rejected clip is still showing. But if we were to come up here and say no ratings or hide rejected, either of those, then that clip is now gone. As opposed to that, we could just look at the rejected clips, and there is the one clip that we have the red through. Now, equally, just as we could remove the favourites, we can remove the rejected category, and pressing the U key. And now, because we're filtering by rejected only, then there are no rejected clips showing. If we go back to all clips, there is the one that we previously called rejected. Favourites can include a full clip, but they can also include just a portion of a clip. So if we select this clip here and using the I key for an in point at that point there and the O key for an out point, we've just selected that portion of the clip. We can now make that a favourite, or we could make it a rejected clip and remove it as we've removed rejected previously. Keywords are done in a slightly different way, and keywords give you the opportunity of making many different categories and even having some of those categories overlapped. So we could simply say, let's select all of the clips, and since they are all to do with 18 footers, we could make a keyword that would select all of those clips, and then we could make another keyword for just the launching. All of the clips would be in the all 18 footers, and just these three would be in the launching. Let's do it. To create a keyword, press Command K and give that keyword a name. So let's just call this 18 footers. And since all of those clips are selected, now if we look over here, we can see that there is a category or a keyword created which says 18 footers. And there are all of the selections that we made. You'll notice that there are two other previously created keyword collections. Now let's make a keyword collection for the launching clips. So we'll select those two launching clips. In fact, there are three. And with the command K, we'll create a keyword and call that launch. And if we look over here now, we can see we've got a keyword here, and there are the three launching clips. Now those clips are also in the 18 footers. They're also in the actual edits, and you can see they're in here. So they're in fact in all of the different locations, but in different ways. So the launch has these three. The 18 footers has all of the clips, including the launch ones. If you want to know what keywords a clip belongs to, click on the clip and then click on the key, and it will show you the keywords that that clip belongs to. To remove a clip from the keyword selection, so if we select this clip and select launch and delete, then you'll see that that clip has been removed from that keyword selection launch. Not only can you just remove clips from the keyword collection, but you can remove the whole keyword collection, which will remove all the clips inside it. So selecting on the keyword and then going to the file menu, you then can delete the keyword selection and you'll see all of those clips have gone. Smart folders are another way of categorizing your files along with favorites and keywords, and the three can be combined or they can be used separately. If we look at this library here, we could create a smart folder in this library by right-clicking and selecting New Smart Folder, or we could go to the File menu and select New Smart Folder. As you create a new smart folder, you will get a folder called Untitled. To give it some meaning, you need to double-click it, and then you can select what type of filter you want to use. What smart folders do is they allow Final Cut to automatically put categories of files dependent on what filter you put on them. So if we select this one here, you can see there are a number of different types of filters. Let's pick the media type one. This is fairly obvious. If we select this one here and say we just want to see the stills, then there are no stills. But if we just want to see the audio files, there are the audio files. So what we could do now is come to this smart folder and click on it and say audio. And then when we're on there, there are only audio files. If we go back to the full event, there's all of our files, including the audio files. We can create a new smart folder now. Let's double click this one and we will give it a different filter. So we will filter this one by dates. So we can say these were created on, is, or before, or not on those dates. Or we can look at the date imported. We could select by ratings and say, okay, all clips that are favorites, show those in here. That means it's another way of looking at that filter there. We could say all clips that are rejected, or we want to see all the favorite clips. If we add a new category here, we can say, okay, let's look at all clips that are rejected and all clips that are favorites. So we're seeing both rejected and favorites. We need to change this from all to any, so that it's either favorite or rejected, and we're now seeing both favorites and rejected in one category. So we could now change the title of this, faves and reject. We could remove one of those criteria. So if we don't want the rejected to show in this category, we can delete it there, clicking that, and see only now the favorites are showing. We can also say, well, let's do this by media type as well, and we'll say we want to see the favorites that are audio only. Let's look at favorites that are not audio. So those are the favorite clips that don't have audio. You'll notice that in these sessions that I'm creating here, these lessons, I have a number that are in preparation. Some are finished and some are to be completed. And if I look in my projects here, we can see that there are a lot of different projects, and the terminology finished and to be completed is at the end of each clip. So if I looked at this one here that says completed, then when we click that here, you'll see that the word finished is at the end and not necessarily easily visible. As of this one here on the right hand side, you can see to be completed is there, but only part of the word completed is showing, and to be completed is showing up there. So what I'd like to do is to create smart folders that will hold all of the finished projects and all of the to be completed projects. So the simple solution here is if we right click over here in the index, we can create a new smart collection. And when I double click on that, then I can select in here text, and includes the word finished. And when I select that, if we go to this one now, we can see that all of the projects with the word finished in them are in that smart collection. So we can change this title to finished. And because I want to see this towards the top of my smart collections, I can put 1 before it, which will title it, and put it at the top. So there's all the finished ones. I can now right click on here and select a new smart collection, and in this case we'll go for text and we'll type in the word completed, and then there are all the to be completed projects. So I'll just type in here 2, so it'll go to the top, and to be completed, and action that, and there's all of the finished projects and all of the to be completed projects. The next lesson will cover media management.